Cocktober! I can't believe it, brother. Oh yeah, brother! I can't believe it's Cocktober.
Hey, what's up, guys? Got another Cocktober review for you. This is going to be the documentary called Winnebago Man from 2009, and this was recommended by Hillock. I can't remember his exact YouTube channel name right off, but I will post it up here somewhere so you can click on it. But I know he got a new channel recently, so I can't remember the exact name, but I know it's got Hillock in it. But thanks for the recommendation, man. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed this movie. I'd actually heard about this about a year ago or so. Feedback did an interview on Cinephobia Radio with the director, so I got to hear the main premise of the film from him. But sat down and watched it, and I really enjoyed it. It's about this back in the days before the internet. Viral videos were on VHS, and I'd never seen this before, so it was kind of new to me. But there's this guy, his name is what is his name, Jack Rebney, and he did these commercials for Winnebago. And apparently in between takes, he would get really pissed off at certain things, the heat, the flies, and just generally stressed out about the workload, having to shoot this whole big basically just videos, showing the debut of a new product or whatever. So he's shooting these videos for Winnebago, and just cussing and screaming and bitching, and apparently they called him the angriest man on earth, and they would people would play these VHS tapes back and forth to each other, and then the internet came about and YouTube, and people posted the videos on YouTube, and then he became a really big hit once again. So the director of this film, Ben Steinbauer, tried to find him, and it goes through probably like the first 30-40 minutes of the film. You don't even get to see Jack Rebney. It's just him talking about the old footage, and then he actually goes to a private detective, and in order to track the guy down. So he does that, and you get to meet Jack Rebney. And at first, he kind of puts on airs and kind of, presents himself as to be this, kind old man who lives in Northern California somewhere, I believe, up in the mountains. But he, kind of presents himself to be this nice old man. And then, later contacts the guy and says, that was all bullshit. I'm really a pissed off old man, like you would expect me to be. So, at that point, it really takes off. But it's kind of sad. The old guy kind of reminds me of how I would be. Of course, I will never live as long as he is. He's like well into his 80s, I believe, 70s. Late 70s, 80s, whatever. But it kind of reminds me of myself. Being pissed off all the time, and just a crotchety old man in general. But I kind of feel sorry for the guy. Fuck it, a lot of the stuff he says is true. He bitches a lot about politics, and that's his main deal. He wants to do this documentary so he can get some of his ideas about politics and the way things are going, and modern society and all. And he's a really opinionated fellow. But yeah, he goes, and it's really touching at the end. He goes to it's like a little film convention, and meets a lot of people that are his fans that he didn't even know existed, and he kind of gets choked up a little bit. So that's where the film leaves off at the end, and he's almost like completely blind, I think, at the end of the movie. So, and as far as I know, he's still alive. So still kicking and bitching at people, I'm sure. But yeah, anyway, I'd highly recommend. This is a really well made documentary, and I'd highly recommend it to all you guys. And thanks for watching. Peace.